Good day, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the book of Mark from the Holy Bible. The narrative of the New Testament begins with the Gospel of Mark. This is a very fast-paced record based on the sermons of the Apostle Peter. This story was written around AD 65 to 70, targeting the Gentiles in Rome. Its purpose is clear, to show that Jesus is the suffering Messiah and the Son of God. Part 1. Power in Galilee. Mark chapter 1 verse 18-26. The story starts immediately, entering into action without any introduction or details about the birth. Jesus was baptized, tempted by the devil, and immediately began his ministry in Galilee. Jesus traveled through the cities and villages of Galilee, preaching, performing miracles, and healing the sick. His authority was so great that even demons obeyed his word. Though people were amazed, Jesus often strictly commanded the miraculously healed and the demons not to reveal who he was. This is the messianic secret. However, as his power grew, so did the opposition from the Jewish religious leaders. Part 2. Training for the journey to the cross. Mark 8:27 to 10:52. The main turning point of the story is marked near Caesarea Philippi. There, Jesus asks his disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" Peter immediately answers, "You are the Christ, the Messiah." However, they expected a conquering king, not a suffering Messiah. Therefore, Jesus immediately began to explain the true meaning of the Messiahship. He prophesied 3 times that the Son of Man must suffer many things, be rejected, killed, and rise again on the 3rd day. When Peter heard this and rebuked Jesus, he sternly warned him, "Get behind me, Satan. You do not have in mind the concerns of God, but merely human concerns." Thus, Jesus trained his disciples on the path of the cross. He taught that true discipleship means suffering and serving, declaring, "For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve." Part 3. The End and Victory. Mark chapter 11 verse 1:16-8. The third and final part of the story unfolds in Jerusalem. Jesus entered the city triumphantly, cleansed the temple, and debated with his opponents. When he was arrested after the Last Supper, all the disciples abandoned him and fled. Jesus was tried before the priests and Pilate, and his death was decreed. After Jesus died on the cross, the main revelation of the story comes not from a Jew or a disciple, but from a serving Roman centurion. He declared, "Truly this man was the Son of God." Mark chapter 15 verse 39. The true identity of the Messiah was finally revealed through suffering and death. The story ends when the women come to the tomb. They see a young man there who says, "You are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is going ahead of you into Galilee." However, the women were afraid and fled, telling no one. Mark chapter 16 verse 8. Mark's story presents the themes of Jesus' activity, servant nature, and suffering on the cross very directly and powerfully to the reader. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for watching until the end. We hope to continue bringing you important information like this in the future. So please stay tuned with us. Thank you.